If Nigerians did not know this before now, I think the Osun election must have told them, informed them of the kind of power they hold as citizens. You see, everywhere in the world, particularly in civilized nations, the office of the citizen is the most powerful office in the land. Not that of the presidents, not that of the parliament or the judiciary, but the office of the citizen. Why is that so? That is so because in their hands lies the power to remove, replace, unseat, and install a new government if and when they want to do so. Look at the Osun election and let us use it as a case study of people's power and the exercise of citizen authority. Look at how the people have reacted to the attempt by the ruling party not only to intimidate them, but to harass them with violence and also to insult them by trying to buy their votes. I mean, we have all seen the videos. In some places, people were giving as low as 1,000 naira by the APC to buy their votes. There is no other way of trying to humiliate your citizens but by such acts to show that they do not mean much, neither does their vote count for anything. Their vote is what you can just, purchase, as if you are purchasing pepper or gari, or is the popular what have you, kuli kuli or akara by the roadside for a paltry 1,000 naira. But see what the people of Osun have done. Of course, they collected the money, but they have come out to show that even though you have been spreading out this money, we will still vote our conscience. We will still vote for the person that we feel is best positioned to lead us, who has done well for us as a people. Now, citizen power is what Nigerians have yet to come to terms with, have come to appreciate. Imagine that what is happening in Osun now is replicated across the 36 states in the federation. Imagine what that would mean for the country's democracy. Imagine that the same way the people of Osun have come out en masse, to vote and stood to see their vote counted. The same thing, is replicated in Rivers State, in Kano State, in Borno State, in Lagos State, in Akwa Ibom State, in Benue State, in Delta State, in Niger State, in Taraba State. All across the country. Imagine what that would mean for the country's democracy. Look at a state like Lagos, a state, reputed to have, no less than 20 million residents, that perhaps even has one of the highest number of registered voters in the country. At the last election, yes, when the results were being collated and counted, even the highest votes cast in the state did not come close to 1 million votes in a state having more than 20 million residents, showing the level of voter apathy, the level of disinterestedness in the electoral process, the level of disregard for their power as citizens. So what Osun has shown us again is that when the people understand their power as citizens, they can move mountains. They can do the unthinkable. Despite all of the APC's supposed rigging machine, federal might, political war chest, and massive, resources, all of that has come to naught. In fact, I just saw a video where the result had just been announced, in the particular polling booths, and the people took to the street jubilating widely, and not just jubilating but mocking the APC, saying that all of the money they spent has gone to nothing. mocking them, to say that even though they try to, buy their vote, but it did not work. I mean, it shows you that when a people can understand the kind of power that they hold, no force on earth can stop them. Again, the Osun election is teaching the broader Nigerian population some new, if I may put it, kind of political wisdom that, all along, has been missing. It is opening the people's eyes to see what is possible. I hope that these lessons will be taken to heart and deployed as we take steps towards the election in January 2027. Once again, big congratulations to the people of Osun, and I salute their resilience.